I'm Sam Cooper. I'm a strategist on Senator Cruz's campaign. Well, if that was a boxing match, his team would have thrown in the towel in the third round. We saw what we knew, that Congressman Allred is not ready for prime time. That's why he doesn't campaign. That's why he doesn't really talk to y'all, because he can't answer his record.
Why isn't Ted talking to us then?
What's that?
Why isn't Ted here to talk
I'm going to finish. I think so. Yeah. Congressman Allred is Kamala Harris. Their record is no different. Up and down, he voted with the Biden-Harris administration 100% of the time in his first 2 years. And tonight, when the congressman was pressed on his record, time and time again, he refused to answer the question. Whether it be on his past comments about the border wall, whether it be about boys and girls sports, whether it be about the letter he signed just weeks ago promoting drag shows and gender transition surgeries for minors in the military, whether it be the electrical vehicle mandate or LNG gas ban, he could not answer his record because he doesn't have a record to run on. Senator Cruz, on the other hand, pushed forward a positive vision for the state of Texas, talked about jobs, talked about a record of bringing jobs over the past 12 years to the state of Texas. With that, I'll take any questions.
Yeah. I have a question. The topic of abortion came up a lot tonight.
Yeah.
And I know that's a pretty big issue for female voters. Texas is one of the strictest in the country with no exception for rape or incest. And from what I heard tonight, Cruz doesn't have any decisions to alter that of the Texas abortion laws. So why should Texas women trust Cruz and to use his rhetoric to be their protector? Why should Texas women vote for Cruz?
I think Senator Cruz answered that question tonight. I think time and time again, he stands in the gap and protects the folks of Texas. He fights for Texans, and he's fighting every single day to keep Texas, Texas.
This was a question where the moderator came back twice to try to get Cruz to specifically say whether he supported an exception for rape or incest, and Cruz seemed annoyed by it and said, "Why do you keep asking me about that?" What did you make of that exchange, and do you think that was potentially damaging for Cruz?
No, I don't think he was annoyed the whole night. I thought the congressman was annoyed from the jump. I don't know if y'all saw the split screen we saw, but he was frustrated from the get-go. He didn't want to answer his record because he has a terrible record on every single issue that matters to the people of Texas. Congressman Allred has stood with Kamala Harris, and he's on the other side of it.
Much of this campaign for the senator has been an attempted rebrand as bipartisan lawmaker. That's not really the brand that we've known him for the last 12 years, at least in popular discourse.
Yeah.
How do you prove that?
Well, I don't think it's been a rebrand at all. I think the senator's always been who he is, and he's always fought for the people of Texas. And when he has to stand in the gap and fight against bad policies, he's going to stand in the gap and fight against bad policies. And when he can push through good policies, he will. So the senator has 12 elected Democrats that have endorsed his campaign, including Kim Ogg, who we talked about tonight. He has, with the recent FAA bill as the chairman of the Commerce Committee, he had a huge win for the city of San Antonio, getting a direct flight to DCA, a fight that they've pushed on for almost 20 years. The senator got it done. Bridges to and from Mexico. Democrats across South Texas are standing with his campaign because he fights for them. And so I don't think it's a rebrand. When something's bad for Texas, he's going to fight against it. When something's good for Texas, he's going to stand with it and make sure it gets done.
Governor Abbott and Senator Cornyn have won re-election rather easily. Senator Cruz finds himself in yet again another tight race in a reliably Republican state. What is it about Ted Cruz that puts him in these situations?
Well, I mean, I think the senator is a fighter, and he's unique, and he's, outside of Donald Trump, he's the #1 target for Democrats across this country. Colin Allred has raised $30 million, and he's barely campaigned this last quarter. That's no accident. That's not because of Colin Allred. That's because of Ted Cruz. And national Democrats don't like Ted Cruz because he fights every single day for what the people of Texas believe in. And so we feel good about where the race is, and, we feel even better after tonight.
This is a very competitive race, and I'm just wondering, do you think that Senator Cruz was able to widen the margin tonight? It's about 4.6 percentage points if you look at the
Yeah.
latest 6 polls. And if you think that, why and how, on what issue?
I think on every issue. Yeah, I'm going to, because if I was Congressman Allred's team, I wish I had a time machine to go back and not agree to this. He got his tail kicked tonight up and down the debate. From the get-go, he was rattled, he was shaken, and he couldn't answer on his record. So again, whether it's the border, whether it's boys and girls sports, whether it's drag shows in the military, whether it's electrical vehicle mandates that would ban 2/3 of gas-powered cars in Texas in 2032, whether it's his vote to ban LNG exports. These things matter to the people of Texas, and Colin Allred is wrong in every single one of them. And we saw that tonight. Congressman Allred had a chance to defend those votes. He couldn't do it because there is no defense for those votes. They're out of line of the mainstream, and he stands shoulder to shoulder with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I'll do one more.
How close do y'all see this race, and kind of, do you see as a realistic possibility that Allred wins? If so, what steps are you going forward?
We feel really good about this race, but like across the country, these races are competitive. The congressman needs to raise a lot of money. But again, I'll just reiterate one more time. We had a great night tonight. If this was a high school football game, they would put on a running clock. So the congressman has some work to do after tonight, and we feel good. And the senator tonight is driving to, I believe, Wichita Falls to continue his bus tour, and he's going to have about 50 more stops from now until Election Day. And so we're excited to bring our message to the people of Texas and go win this race. Thank you all.